I think we should stay the self-flagellation here for a second, because let me bring in Tom Brokaw. Tom, we were all watching Hillary Clinton. We were watching Bill Clinton in the last couple of days. In their public appearances, it was clear they felt the pressure. They, too, believed, especially Hillary. We saw that in her emotional sort of bearing the last couple of days. She saw the pressure she was under. She was looking at internal numbers that showed she was in big trouble. She fought her way back, but that's not to say the polls weren't reading something those last several days.
Chris, I was watching you earlier today, and you kept referring to the Suffolk University poll as being the anomaly in the group because it showed a 1% margin between Obama and Hillary Clinton, and it turns out that that was the poll that was correct and the others were wrong. So my investment advice to you tonight, Chris, is invest in the Suffolk University poll.
I think, Tom, that was on the Republican side. I'm going to check on that. I think that was where they were off, but maybe you're right.
Well, no, it was on both sides, actually.
Was it? Well, maybe the Suffolk poll knew something that no one else on the planet knew.
Well, let me just read you some of the headlines of the last 24 hours here. So yesterday, with a picture of Hillary on the front page of the Boston Herald, panic in the New York Post with Hillary. The end of the Clinton era, a lot of pundits saying that on this channel and on all the other channels as well. One of her longtime friends and a person who was close in her campaign was saying tonight, well, she can have a future as a Senate Majority Leader. Maybe that's what she ought to be thinking about. So all of that conventional wisdom was turned on its head. This is one of the great triumphs in recent years in American presidential politics. Hillary Clinton is back, and the rest of us who were saying out loud that this was not going to happen, you know, we've got a lot of explaining to do.
But, of course, one lesson from headline succeeding headline is that we should wait for all of the headlines rather than just pick the one that has happened the most recently. Yeah. And maybe that's it. Tom, stand by. Tim and Brian are still with us, but Andrea Mitchell is at Clinton headquarters talking about standing by for the latest headline with a triumphant Terry McAuliffe, something we would not have probably said going into this evening. Andrea, if you can hear me, go ahead.
I sure can. This is not something that he would have predicted. Terry, you have been with the Clintons all night. What is their mood? What was their reaction?
Well, listen, we were sitting most of the night, having some pizza, watching. This thing was so close, but we felt excited. We knew early on it was going to be a very close race. A lot of people, Andrea said, that it was going to be a blowout. I was on TV all day, 10, 15 points. We knew that wasn't the case. Barack came in here with a huge lead, a big bump out of Iowa. They watched that debate, and I think they saw Hillary Clinton, and she contrasted the records. And I think then the humanizing moment yesterday, I think that's what did it. It's now a one-on-one race. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama as we go forward. We're excited. It's a great night. My phone's been ringing off the hook, so I'm pretty pumped up.
Gee, I wouldn't have known. Terry, tell me, what did Hillary Clinton say when she first realized that she had won?
Well, Hillary is always very superstitious. I actually spent most of the night with the president, watch returns, and he knows every district inside and out. And she'd go back to another room and do stuff and all that. She's always superstitious, you know, on election nights. And then when I left the thing, it looked good, but it had not been called because it took us 25 minutes route in Concord. She felt good. She was excited. I mean, this is a big night, you know. Listen, it's been a long campaign, but we knew the folks in New Hampshire would deliver, and they delivered because Hillary will deliver for them. Hillary is going to deliver for them health care, get our troops out, and we knew at the end of the day that the New Hampshire voters would come through, and they came through.
And what did Bill Clinton? I mean, we saw Bill Clinton angry at Obama, striking out, angry at New Hampshire for having called this election within 5 days of Iowa. What did he say when you talked to him? You were en route here. You called back to the House. What did you tell him? What did he say to you?
Well, listen, what he had said here is, listen, there are contrasts in people's records, and that's what elections are all about. He knows his wife better than anybody, as he's always said his wife is more prepared to be president than even he was. So he wants to make sure that the contrasts come out. But that's, Andrea, that's what elections are all about. He was, I mean, listen, we're excited tonight. We got a long way to go. We got 24-mile contest till February 5th. But here, winning here tonight in New Hampshire after Iowa, this is a big deal. We got to look forward. It's on to Nevada next, and we don't take anything for granted. Hillary Clinton is going to have to earn every vote.
Is she going to keep with this new strategy where she answers questions, talks to reporters, shows a little bit more of the human side, abandons the stump speech?
Yes, absolutely. Hey, listen, she wants to deliver for the people, and she knows that she's got to get out there and talk about the issues all through the rest of the campaign. So
you're going to campaign everywhere. You're not going to bypass any.
No, we always said that. I told you earlier today, Andrea, when people said we weren't going to win. I said that to you today. We're out there. We're in this for the long haul. We have the resources. We got the momentum. My phone has been ringing off the hook. Donors calling. How do I get on board? You know how it goes in this business. You always got to stay optimistic.
How quickly things change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any personnel changes?
No, but we've always said we'll bring more people in to help us, which is a good thing. We've got about 27 days till February 5th when there's 23 states in play. We need all the help we can get, and we're just excited for tonight.
A bigger role for Maggie Williams, the former chief of staff from the White House?
I certainly hope so. I love Maggie, and she needs to come in and help, as well do others. People need to all come in. Those who believe in Hillary Clinton and believe she'll change the course of this country need to come in and help this campaign.
Okay, thank you very much. And the Clintons are en route now, we understand, from Concord, which was about 25 minutes away, but they're probably fairly close, so we should be hearing from them fairly soon. Back to you guys.
Andrea Mitchell with Terry McAuliffe. Thanks, Andrea, and thanks, Terry. And what we heard after